sitting here with Lance of Claysmile Entertainment. And to start things off, I noticed that you're wearing a shirt that says "Count It All Joy."
Yes.
And I've seen you wear that before in business encounters and stuff like that. So do you want to explain a little bit about what that means to you?
Sure. Count Out Joy is one of the main themes of our motivational speaking company. It really just means having the mindset of viewing everything with a positive attitude. So, a lot of times people wake up in the morning and they allow their day to dictate their mood, but, this whole thing of Count Out Joy means that you can actually be proactive in deciding in advance that you're going to view everything with a positive attitude. You're going to count it all joy.
That's great. So you actually graduated from University of Maryland.
Yes, 2004, graduated University of Maryland with a degree in accounting, and yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your career now and how your major in accounting contributed to that.
Okay, so I own a company called Claysmile, as you know, and the company has 3 other companies within it. So there's Maryland Motivators, which is models and dancers and motivational speakers, as well as Lance Smith Team, which is more corporate speakers. And then also we have an accounting firm, a bookkeeping firm. And so my background with business and accounting has just really helped me in my business, running a business, being a small business owner. It's just been very beneficial. I've received a great education here at the University of Maryland, and I'm just very blessed.
Great. And then where did the name Claysmile Entertainment come from?
The name has a lot of meaning to it, okay? So one of the meanings is, just like a potter molds clay, the decisions we make are shaping and molding our future and our quality of life. And so, which is also another major theme in our motivational presentations, where we want to encourage people, especially young people, teenagers and young adults, to really be mindful of the decisions that they're making. And so I do a lot of motivational speaking at the high schools. In fact, tomorrow I'll be at a high school, health ed classes. And so that's one of the major themes of our presentations.
So going along with those presentations, I understand that one way that you inspire people when you do these presentations is you talk about your past struggles and things that you've dealt with that have gotten you to where you are today. Do you wish to share a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So the whole motivation, my whole passion for motivational speaking and mentoring and everything really stems from struggles that I faced growing up. So I was in the special ed growing up. I had something called delayed speech, which I didn't start speaking until a later age. And then when I did start speaking, I had speech issues. Fortunately, my mom was able to, have access to great resources like speech pathologists that would help me to speak. And it's just amazing how I became a motivational speaker, starting from where I started from. But one of the things I realized is that growing up, I was very blessed to have a great village of supporters around me. My family was very supportive, and just teachers and the school system that I went to was very, very resourceful. And so, I look at a lot of the work that I do as a way to pay it forward. Someone once said, as you rise to the top, make sure you send the elevator back down. Meaning, we are blessed so that we can be a blessing to others. And so, those going through those struggles and self-esteem issues and insecurity issues, mental health issues, all of that has really motivated me to be proactive in trying to help others who are going through similar situations and everything.
That's great. That's awesome. So you also have a pretty big following on social media, and I understand that one of your main methods is you have a sense of transparency on social media. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and why you think being transparent is so important?
Sure. So growing up, as you know, mental health is a big issue in our society right now. And personally, over the years, I've known people who struggled with different issues, but they felt like they had to maintain a facade of perfection because of, fear of being judged and stuff. And I personally feel, from my personal experiences of watching certain situations play out, and unfortunately some of those situations ended in suicide, personally I feel as though if we as a culture were more transparent about the issues that we go through, I feel as though more people would feel comfortable being real, being honest about the problems that they face, and just more open to seeking help when they need it. You know, there's a huge stigma with mental health and seeking help, and a lot of people, you know, unfortunately feel too afraid, too embarrassed. There's a sense of shame that goes along with certain issues. And so I feel like, as Gandhi said, you know, we can be the change we wish to see in the world. And so what I've realized is that on social media and just everywhere I go, if I can just be very transparent about my issues, it can encourage others to do the same. And I realize that, you know, the problems that we go through in our lives, it's really like our adversity is our advantage to comfort and inspire others who are going through similar situations. That's how I look at the issues I go through. So whenever I'm going through some type of intense situation, I love being able to be transparent about it, especially on social media, because I feel as though there's somebody, at least somebody watching, that's going to relate to the issue and be inspired to know that they're not alone and that there is hope.
So obviously, with being so transparent, it has great benefits just like that. However, I understand that there can also be a lot of backlash, and I guess dealing with internet trolls or haters. Do you have any experience with that? And if so, how do you deal with that?
Sure. Yeah, I do realize that with a lot of issues that I express on social media, a lot of situations I'm transparent about, it does open me up for criticism and everything. I've noticed that. There's been times where I've had to actually take down posts because I realized that it was coming across wrong. So I'm very, very passionate about being transparent, but one of the things I've learned the hard way is that I have to be careful not to violate other people's privacy that are involved in the stories that I'm sharing, right? So I'm very open about my personal life and everything and my issues, but I realize that not everyone is as open as I am, and I definitely don't want to violate people's privacy. And so I think that's the thing that I have to be very mindful of, and so I do have to kind of monitor my transparency to make sure that I don't, just to make sure that I'm respectful of other people's privacy.
Great. So still on the topic of social media, how do you use social media to elevate your business status?
Social media is, I would say, the most powerful tool in our business because of the work that we do as party motivators, dancers. You know, the way that we're able to share videos online, it's such a powerful form of marketing because people will watch it and it's so engaging and everything. And then, you know, a lot of our business comes from word of mouth, you know, and so where people see us and refer us and everything. And so just the exposure that social media gives is so beneficial to our company, and it's helping us to really grow. Not only is it helping us to attract more clients to hire us, but also it's helping us to attract more dancers, more employees into our company as well.
Well, just from talking to you, I can obviously tell you're very passionate about your business and your job, but what would you say is the most rewarding aspect of your career?
Wow, okay, so I don't have any kids of my own, right? And you know, due to some issues that I have with, like, you know, relationships and dating and social anxiety issues I'm in the process of overcoming, I don't know what the future holds for me in terms of like marriage and kids, but I feel like one of the most rewarding and fulfilling experiences that I have with like owning this type of talent agency of dancers is because I get to interact with a lot of young people, especially college age, you know, students like yourself. And I just feel like one of the most rewarding things is being able to see how I'm able to provide opportunities for college students to use their gifts and passions to earn an income. You know, as you know, in college, you know, you have a lot of priorities and your time is very limited, and so I feel very good knowing that I'm able to help college students be able to earn an income, like on Saturday, you know, because I realize that, you know, the money that they can make on just at a mitzvah party on a Saturday night could be more than, you know, several hours working during the week, you know, and everything. So I feel like the positive contribution, positive impact that our company can make in the lives of our employees is one of the most fulfilling things about the job. I believe that 20, 30 years from now, a lot of these college students will look back over their life and think, wow, you know what? Working through Claysmile was such a blessing. It really made my college experience more enjoyable.
Absolutely. So what is one goal that you're hoping to achieve, either just with yourself in the future or specifically with Claysmile Entertainment?
I'm very passionate about expanding because I'm really passionate about maximizing my impact and the company's impact and our team's impact as a whole, right? Because I realize that, I can't do this by myself, right? And we need a team. So I'm passionate about expanding, and so one of my goals would be to really scale the business nationwide, where we have different offices across the nation. Perhaps in every major city there will be a Claysmile office, and really this whole business model will be duplicated in these other areas so that we can impact more people. And when I say impact more people, not only with the clients that we serve, but also impacting the employees that we hire, So I'd love to just really expand, and it would be a dream to one day even expand the company into a major corporation that's a publicly traded corporation on the stock market,
Well, that's great. I would love to see that happen. So I just have one last question for you, and it's, what is the #1 piece of advice that you would give to young adults today?
Wow, there's so much that I like to give, and my whole motivational presentation is full of advice to young adults. But I would say that if I had to choose one advice to give to young adults, it would be this. It would be really focus on doing what you're passionate about. Now, of course, we might have to work other jobs in order to get to our dream job, but never lose sight on what it is that you are passionate about. Like, really become self-aware. And I think a lot of times with young people, they don't know what they want to do, and so I encourage them to kind of try out different things to be able to figure out what is it that really sets your soul on fire. What is it that really makes you want to jump out of bed to go to work, you know what I'm saying? And everything. So really find what you really are passionate about and focus on that, because I realize that, success does not lead to happiness. Happiness leads to success. So meaning if you really are enjoying what you're doing, then you're going to really be able to maximize your potential in that. You'll never be successful at something that you don't really enjoy doing. Yeah, or you might be successful at it, but you'll never be truly fulfilled at something that you really, really are not passionate about. So my piece of advice would be to really focus on your passion, really enjoy the process. A lot of times we focus on the outcome, but really instead of focusing on the outcome, really fall in love with the process, the day-to-day, because if you really enjoy the process, then the outcome will come automatically, because really life is not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Well, thank you so much, Lance. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure, thank you.